Hey guys, it's Cash, and today I just wanted to get into a little bit more detail about my targeting, why I'm being targeted, the different organizations, and who's involved in my targeting. Because I was just recently accused of using my targeting to benefit my business, to make sales. Using the plight of a TI to my advantage, when that's really not the case. I don't want to be a TI. I don't think anybody would want to have their friends turned against them, or just neighbors watching you, or being spied on and watched at all times. This is definitely not something, or not a way that I would go about promoting my business. There's three good reasons I can think, and I really think that I have been a TI covertly for longer, even before I moved to Miami, but my targeting in Miami became overt because of a few things. One of the things being that I blew the whistle on a harebrained scheme of my ex-narcissist. Was it my place to do? No, it wasn't, but it was wrong, and I just figured if I did it that he would never speak to me again. But I didn't really think about the other people that were involved in it, how it would affect them, and they probably got pissed off and were like, well, let's get rid of this girl. So that's one reason, the whistleblower. Then the ex-narcissist kept coming back. Afterwards, he was living with somebody else, and we were still seeing each other, and I told his girlfriend straight up, this is what's happening, and I'm sorry, but that's what it is. And she told me that she was going to make my life a living hell any way that she possibly could. She told me to meet her at the Broward police station, which I don't know who would actually do that. But she told me that forget about school because she was going to make it impossible for me to go there. And I mean, she really didn't, but I do get harassed at my school. It's just basically anywhere I go in this city, I am harassed. And what else? It's that, and then of course my job that I have spoken about before. So I got these three things all coming at me from all different angles. And my old coworker, she told me that she was a witch. So that's an occult Masonic tie, the occult, because this is cult activity. Gang stalking is a cult activity. So there's a Masonic occult tie right there. So yeah, I got a lot of interesting stuff going on down here. And in the middle of all of this, in the center of this whole thing, is the peanut head narc. I've forgiven this guy, because it's not worth it for me to carry around anger and hatred. I've forgiven him. I've apologized to him, so I know that it's not him solely behind this, because I do still have an energetic connection to him, and I don't feel the feelings that I used to feel from him before. So I know that he knows that I am sorry, and I know that he is sorry, and I know that it's nothing really to do with him anymore, that it's just basically what my job is, and maybe the whistleblower thing, and just the fact that people in Miami need money and really have no lives. It's probably a combination of all of those things. So what are these people doing to me that is harassment? Well, it is a few things. It's color-coded harassment. So different shirts, like everybody will wear a green shirt and just like surround me in street theater, what I spoke about before. I'll be in class, everybody will be in a red shirt. Like, it's just things that are commonplace, but I know, because I know what's happening to me, that it's meant to be something else. So like I said before, it's very psychological, and it's very hard to prove these things. And that's why it goes unnoticeable, untraced, but it is a crime. And you don't get gang stalked for 6 months straight and not rack up a ton of evidence. So I just, it's more annoying to me than anything. And I feel like somebody that does really, they're more extremely introverted and does really have problems, that this would really push someone over the edge to do something crazy, because it is psychological abuse. It is. It's just more annoying to me. Like, I see these people, I see what they're doing, and I'm just like, why would you do this? You couldn't pay me personally enough to wait for somebody to go outside and walk their dog. Like, people wait for me around 10:30. Now I'm gonna have to change the time because I said that. But let's say I go out at 10:30. People will wait for me to walk my dog and just stand there in the street and watch me walk my dog, make me feel uncomfortable. Whatever it is they can do to just make me feel uncomfortable. They don't. It's gotten to the point where I'm just like, I'm ready for Ashton Kutcher to just come out and be like, hey, this is your episode of Punk'd, because it's gotten so ridiculous. Like, I'm usually on foot, okay? I'm usually walking. And the other day I pulled into my parking lot, and this guy dove into the bushes, okay? I pretended like I didn't see it, whatever. I park in my parking spot, and then he creeps out from behind the tree, steps over the bushes, and I got out of my car and I just stared at this guy for a good 5 seconds. We just stared at each other in the parking lot, and I was just like, what the hell are you doing? Like, I don't know if just South Florida is not the place for like this type of espionage or harassment or cult activity to be going on, but it's really sad that people have the time to do this. I really hope that they're getting compensated well enough for the consequences and the karma that they're going to be facing, because let's just think about it this way. Even though somebody may want revenge on somebody, you think you're doing this for revenge, if you're doing the bidding for somebody else, you're still not free of the karma. You're still gonna take on that karma. And I've seen it. I've been blessed to see the karma that has happened to some of the people that have turned against me, that have, betrayed me. And it's not good. So this is not good, okay? Especially when somebody hasn't really done anything wrong. Extremely wrong, okay? Yeah, I let the narcissist back in, he was with somebody else, but I have no loyalty to that woman. That's his job to be loyal to her, okay? That's not my issue. That's their issue. That's him and his issue. So that's off the list. The whistleblower thing, sorry. I don't know, do a better job hiding your shit. What else? And then the thing with my job, whatever. I mean, if that's what people have to do to make themselves feel like they're in control of stuff, then I guess that's what has to happen. So I don't know. That's really all I have to say. But I hope everyone has a good and safe evening. Protect your energy, and God bless.